We start raising the ant colony with a test tube. Fill the clean test tube with some water, then put a piece of wool in it. Not too tight, but not too loose either. The cotton piece is lowered to the water level with a hooked wire in one firm movement, only to the water level, not more. We then put the queen ant in this test tube. This test tube setup will guarantee the humidity for a long time. The end of the test tube also closed with a piece of wool. It lets through the air, so gives the optimal breeze in the test tube. The queen feels safe herself in this tight closed test tube, and the humidity imitates the underground conditions. Most of the claustral ant species don't claim feeding at the first time, but we recommend to feeding every beginner species to help their successful colony founding. Most species need to be fed with honey and insects. Only some harvester species deflect from it. Put a small honey at the side of the test tube with a hooked wire. Just put in a very little, less than a drop. We should thinking about how big our ant is and how big its stomach can be. If we remember this, then maybe we won't make the mistake of putting too much honey in it so that she doesn't accidentally stick to it. It is recommended to always cut the insects in half for the ants to have easy access to the nutritious inner parts. The test tube should then be placed in a warm, dark, calm and vibration-free place where the queen can safely lay her eggs. The dark environment can also be ensured by wrapping the test tube in a piece of aluminum foil. After a few days, the queen lays her first eggs. At that point, you don't have too much to do with her, you only have to take care of feeding and keeping the test tube clean. Give her cutted insect parts every week and remove it 1 or 2 days later so that it doesn't spoil. The eggs will continue to develop after a few weeks, first into a larva, after into a pupae. The larva also consume meat, so regular feeding is also important in this case. First workers will hatch from the pupae. For small and medium-sized ant species, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks from egg to an adult worker, but depending on the species this period can be up to 2.5 months for some large species. If our test tube became dirty during hatching, we have to move the queen and the brood into a new clean test tube. It's much easier now than if we already have workers. If the surface of the cotton wool is moldy or the water is significantly discolored, it can already be harmful habitat for the ants, so have to move them for a new test tube. The following tools will be required for the migration. In the first step, fill the new clean test tube with water as mentioned earlier. Then put the queen into the new test tube. Finally, we have to move the brood carefully. Need a small drop of water, wet a bit the hairs of the brush, so the brood will stick on it and we can move them carefully to the new test tube. The brush has soft hairs which don't damage the brood. Make sure to move all the eggs. You don't have to put them in one place, the queen will put them in one place herself. Click for the next episode.